Hey guys, it's Kaz here, and today I'm doing the Femathon Book Tag. I was tagged in this by the original creator, Faye, over at Books and Chogaholic. She was the person behind the Femathon. I am co-hosting it. It's a readathon that's going throughout this month, and she's come up with a tag to go with the readathon-ish, but you can also do it even if you don't participate in the readathon, or you can do it a different month. But definitely go and watch her video, because she goes into all of the questions in depth and what were her thoughts and processes behind picking the questions that she picked. So I'll be going into it a little bit, but not as thoroughly as Faye, so definitely go and check her out. Link in the description. So the first question is an ugly cover you love. So this is based around the fact that the media has this specific image of what women are allowed to be, and that's the only way you can be attractive. But then everybody's beautiful, so an ugly cover, but you like it. This one was really hard because there are covers that are definitely ugly and there are covers that are pretty, but it's kind of hard to think, would other people find this ugly and me find this pretty? But I've gone with the tried and tested face on a cover. Obviously we all know a lot of people don't like the faces on the cover, but House of Impossible Beauties does it really nicely, and I think this is really pretty. So it's got a big old face across the whole cover. So yeah, it's like the biggest face you can even find on a cover, but it looks nice. But then again, does it look nice to everybody? Is it ugly? I don't know. It was a hard question, okay? Question 2 is an authentic female friendship. And this is basically based around the fact that a lot of the times in books or TV programmes, there's either girls that hate girls just because girl hate is very prevalent, or there's the very toxic friendship where it's like two people, frenemies, pretending to like each other but really trying to go against each other and trying to be better than each other. So, authentic female friendships, and I know exactly what I'm going to pick for this. It was the first one I thought of when I watched Faye's original video. The Constellation Saga by Kay MacLeod, my sister. This is such a great series, and all of the female characters are so different, and they have their own personalities and their own thoughts and their own way of being, but they all like each other and they all get on, and there's friendship, and everybody has different types of friendship. There'll be the people that you're not as close to but you like, there's the people that you have a laugh with, there's the people you talk seriously with, there's like more younger with an older person sort of showing them how to find their feet in this world, and it's just so good and I love it. All the characters are great, the male characters and the female characters, but it is great to see these female characters actually being friends and actually liking each other and actually not just hating each other for no reason. We love to see it. Question 3 is a protagonist strong for her femininity. This one I could just go with the same ones, but obviously I'm not gonna. But in them books, the Constellation Saga, the main character is very strong and powerful, but also very naive and very new to what's going on, but also badass, but also has feelings and anxiousnesses, and we love to see it. And then there's another character in that series, Mimi, who is very much a girly girl and has the big blonde hair and loves makeup, but she's also a fighter and wants to learn how to fight, but also does she want to learn how to fight? Does she just want to be girly? But I love it so much. But obviously we're not going to go for the same one again, so instead I'm going with the Shadows of the App series. Not necessarily just this first book, but the whole series in general. I've read 8 of the 10 books so far. But all the female characters have their own femininity. There'll be ones that are really feminine, like the slinky and seductive. There'll be also characters that are on the chunkier side and all about being clever and doing your mind stuff. I am explaining this so badly, but it's hard to explain this series. I've done it a few times. It takes a while. There's also later on in the series a female character that comes to power in one of the places, and it's in a society that is very male dominated and treat women as second-class citizens. So she's got her, and her being feminine and being powerful, and it's just great series. If you like fantasy, steampunk, politics and war, then read this series, because nobody else ever does. We're about halfway through, so I'm going to shut my trap, and here's a message from one of our sponsors. Hey Timmy, you're so fine, will you subscribe? Hey Timmy. Oh, she's already subscribed. Number 4 is a matriarchy. This one took me a little while. I almost wanted to put Shadows of the Act in this one because of the character I mentioned that becomes the powerful leader. But instead, I'm going with the Raven boys, well, the Raven cycle in general, and Blue's living situation is definitely a matriarchy. She lives in a house full of psychics with her mum and other family members and other psychics, and they're just a really powerful, connected unit, and they're all women, and they just do their business, and yes. Love it. I just wanted to go a little bit left field with that one rather than just the queen of a place or the ruler of a place. So, you know, a little bit smaller than that. You're allowed to have matriarchies in the family, in a household. We love to see it. So, question 5 is a book tackling feminism. Excuse me, train, have you quite? There we go. And for this, I'm going with The Nowhere Girls by Amy Reed. This is about a bunch of girls that get together and try and sort of smash the patriarchy and try and go against the grain, because a girl is raped and then she leaves the school, and then everybody at the school is like, hey bro, why did she have to leave? When the thing happened to her, she's the victim, not the perpetrator, so why does she have to leave and they're still here? So it's all about that, and all getting together and all showing solidarity. So yeah, it works. The next question, question 6, is a book that is a guilty pleasure. This is necessary because it's basically about books that you don't necessarily feel guilty about reading, but other people make you feel guilty about reading them. So they're like, oh, why are you reading that? That's a girl's book. Oh, why are you reading that? That's a romance. Oh, that's not very intelligent. That sort of guilty pleasure read. And this one is really hard for me because I can't even think of one. Because yes, on the one hand, like I just mentioned, I don't believe in guilty pleasures, whether it's books or movies or TV shows or music. I will listen to and watch and read and digest whatever I want to, and nobody's going to make me feel bad about that. On the other hand, I can kind of say just in general that books that are like chick lit or romance or that sort of thing, a lot of people look down on. So for example, if I was reading Vampire Academy or something like that sort of books, I feel like people might look down on you or might make you feel like it should be a guilty pleasure. Not that anybody's specifically done that to me, but I see where the question's going with it. I just read Jacqueline Wilson and Darren Shan as a youngster, so didn't really read in public, so nobody really had the opportunity to say, hey, why are you reading that? You should feel guilty about that. So I don't have an answer for this, but I've given you the roundabout what this means. Guilty pleasure because somebody's made you feel guilty about it. Read whatever you want. And then the last question is just a Barry bonus, and that is favourite book by a female author with female protagonist. I cannot read my writing. And because I didn't say one for last one, I'll give you more than one. Not necessarily one favourite, I'll just throw in a few. Girl Made of Stars by Aisling Herring Blake. Absolutely incredible, incredible book. Far From the Tree by Robin Benway. Again, absolutely brilliant. Both of these books were things that I was like, I'll probably like it, but I don't know. I loved them both. Another book that I didn't know I was going to love as much as I did, A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. And there we have it, the Femathon book tag. I am going to tag anybody that's participating in Femathon this month. I know at least a few people that are, so definitely you are tagged. And if you're not joining the readathon, then do it anyway. If you want to talk about some books with female things going on in it, definitely watch Faye's video, and then maybe you want to join the discussion in that sense. And yeah, say some words down below and I will reply to them. We love to see it. If this is your first video by me and you enjoy it, then please check out some of the others. And if you continue to enjoy it, then please subscribe, that'd be awesome. Anyway guys, I'll see you in a few days with another video. Bye.